What's up, y'all? This is Break the Norm podcast with your host, Mr. Drive,
and Absolute Beard,
where we are going to get you out of your norm. So what's up, Absolute Beard?
What's going on, brother? Excited about this podcast. You know, we decided to talk about certain subjects and stuff that, get you out of the norm, society, your everyday routine. But this is going to be a little intro about myself and Mr. Drive, what we're about, what we're going to do. So myself, I've been in the fitness industry for 15 years. Currently, I have my own gym up in Tomball. Been there for about 7 years. Also do some stuff with Labrada Nutrition. But I've known this guy for, I don't even know. We go way back.
Like 2013.
2013, man. We met at a bodybuilding show. I think it was actually the Branch Warren we met at. He had his crew there, his table set up, just like digging his style.
Did you buy a shirt?
I think I got a tank top. Yeah, because I think I did.
You're a big tank guy.
Yeah,
you do like the tanks.
I do like the tank. You gotta show it off a little bit.
Yeah.
But
after, of course, you get the pump on.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. You never go straight.
Can't wear a tank cold.
No, yeah.
So
it's ridiculous when people do that.
And I think that's when we noticed each other's beards. They were baby beards.
Yeah,
back then.
they connected.
And it was almost intimidation. Like, who is this guy? What's this
that's
guy
how
about?
I thought. Yeah.
I'm the one who has the beard here.
I thought I was the guy too.
Yeah.
And then you just come showing up at my booth with your beard.
Yeah.
And your beard.
Yeah. Strong.
Yeah. Very strong. You came in beard strong no other.
Since day one.
I think that's why we now have connected so well.
Yeah.
We just decided instead of, fighting each other, we were like, let's join forces.
Just join forces, make it stronger, right?
Yeah.
The bearded community.
Yeah.
So what about you, man? Tell us about yourself, dude.
So I have a clothing line called The Drive Clothing. Started it 9 years ago. Set up in parking lots, popping the trunk.
I remember those days, man. Yeah.
Rough.
That was hustling.
Cold.
Yeah.
Cold. There were some cold and rainy days,
Yeah.
Almost just want to throw in the towel on those days.
Yeah, but look at you now, man.
You got to keep going.
Yeah.
But now, very successful clothing line. We got about 25 plus employees.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I remember it was just him and a couple guys just slanging T-shirts, man, and it was just, a lot of people probably told you wouldn't succeed or it's not going to go anywhere, and that's the whole point, that we're trying to say is, people are going to always doubt you, but you got to stick to your guns. If you have a vision, if you have that dream, just keep pushing, man.
Yeah.
Keep pushing.
Well, and that's the thing is too. I think with the clothing line, there's so many of them that it's just like the chances of that happening is probably not going to happen. But but that's the thing, man. You have to just say like, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be like the typical normal person and just give up.
Right.
I'm going to make it happen no matter what.
Yeah. Plus, you hit a lot of different industries. You started in the fitness industry, right?
And then now we're even in Harley Davidson.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's pretty crazy.
That's huge.
We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
See where that goes from here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's not just sticking to one thing. Again, you're branching out. You're not just saying, I'm going to stick to the normal fitness deal. I'm going to go outside of that and see what else is out there.
Right. So that's like me. I ran corporate Lifetime Fitness back in the day. It got a good foundation.
I did the corporate thing too.
Yeah, and I think it's smart. It's you build your business, but I wanted something more, and you take a risk, and you don't know if it's going to ever succeed or take off, man. But you have put everything into it. You basically just sacrifice so much, and you grow that and make it your own, man. And people are always like, "Wow, that's awesome, you're doing that." But see, the thing is, no one told me like this is what you have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's going to tell you like, hey, you know what? I think
except for that voice in your head.
Exactly. So it's just there and you have to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Listen to that little voice in your head that's telling you, man, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
But it's such a little voice, people just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well,
or the thing is they'll tell you, man, that's a great idea, Chad. That's awesome. But, like, how are you going to do that?
How are you going to do it?
What are you going to do? They almost want you to set up for failure, right?
Yeah.
I mean, once you succeed, they're like, oh, man, I always believed in you. I'm like, yeah, did you, though?
Yeah.
Did you?
And then you have your gym.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
So I mean, yeah, it's just like an old school warehouse gym, and personal training, small groups. But I enjoy it, man. It's a passion.
What's it called again?
It's called Absolute Physique.
Absolute Physique.
Yeah, so
And that's in Tomball, huh?
Yeah, Tomball, Texas, man. I've been there for 7 years.
I was born and raised in Tomball.
That's
Graduated
right.
from Tomball High School.
Jeez.
Shout out Tomball High School.
Throwing it back.
Little plug for you guys.
Yeah,
now they got 2 schools now. Can you believe it? Little small town. Now they got 2 big schools.
It's growing.
It's freaking crazy, man.
Yeah. But the gym industry is it's inconsistent right now with everything going on. I mean, talk about a year we just got through, 2020 now into 2021. And
but I would say health is even more important.
Absolutely. That's what you always preach and give, and people just need to understand and realize it. You got one body, man. You got to take care of it.
Yeah.
But people prioritize other things in front of that. So the thing is, it's just more mental, right? Like you said, have that little voice in your head. What are you going to do with that? You're going to capitalize on it, or are you going to listen to other people's voices that don't matter and let them get in your head and watch you crumble?
Exactly.
So, yeah. And then the thing is with this podcast, that's what I was excited about joining forces, is that, real life stuff that people don't really want to talk about, right? Mm-hmm. They want to talk about the fluff. They want to talk about the success. But here, I want to talk about how many times we failed, how many times we just doubted ourselves, what got us through those little hurdles, big hurdles, obstacles, and made us, who we are now. That's what I think, I'm more interested in hearing from other entrepreneurs, other successful people. Like, how did you do it? I'm like, I don't want to see the zeros in your bank account. I want to know, like, what did you have to start with? Yeah. Give me that middle ground where you thought, man, I don't know, I should give up, or I'm going to keep going. Yeah. So I think, a lot of the topics we're going to get into in future episodes are going to highlight those areas in a big way.
And I'd like to even get down to the point where, why are you just so stuck in this routine? Is it your job? Is it your family? Is it your kids? And how can you break outside of that a little bit? Well, I get you got to have some routine.
You do. You have to
have some sort of routine, because then because that's that consistency.
Yeah.
Well,
it's all that, and it's all the above, and then it's just the confidence, right? Either you have it or you don't. Yeah. And I don't think you can really teach that, especially these days. You have to go through experiences, right? You
got to go through those rough days.
Yeah, you do.
The rough days make you stronger.
Absolutely. I always tell, think about, experience without reflection is just failure. You have to go through it and see what you've done and see what you need to improve on to keep going. Yeah. So
many nights I wanted to give up.
Oh,
many.
Oh yeah. And you're just putting more money into business. Thinking, okay, how do I advertise? How do I market? What's the best? Word of mouth, is that where I go and put all my money into? But just business. Your customers are your billboards, right? I mean, they're the ones who are going to talk about you, either good or bad. Same thing with training. It's like who do you use? What do you do? What kind of results are you getting? And it's just a cutthroat industry too, with the clothing line. I mean, there's so many of them right there, right? So there's so many trainers out there, and I always tell people, like, what's going to differentiate me between everyone else?
Probably that beard.
But yeah, it is. A little intimidation factor too. Man.
That's definitely. Hey, it got me. You intimidated this beard.
Yeah, but it's all in due fun, man. So what about what else can these viewers look forward to hearing about, man?
Well, I think a lot of it we're going to get into a little bit of real life stuff.
Yeah.
I want to get a little deep. I want to let the viewers know a little more about some things.
Yeah. Hobbies. What we're into. We both are in the fitness industry. We like to work out.
Yeah, but, we like to do some other things.
Yeah.
I like riding my Harley.
Yeah.
Big Harley guy over here,
Rode bikes back in the day, did that. Smoking cigars, drinking
smoking
some
weed. I'm big on that. I think some of these viewers know about that.
Yeah, they know about that.
And really what I can't wait for is our steroid episode.
Yeah, talk about that.
That's going to be interesting.
Talk about that.
That's some good stories right there.
Talk about, community involvement, some charity work.
Yeah, because you do a lot of charity stuff.
Yeah.
Tell them a little bit about that.
Big involvement, yeah. So I'm also a big volunteer for Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, 17 years. I'm on 3 committees, man. I love it, man. You know, this Houston, I'm born and raised.
Yeah,
This is
me
my
too.
backyard. So anytime, any opportunity I can give back, I do so, whether it's through time or talent or treasure. You know, we just, you know, there's so many
You
things.
just did something for the kids for Christmas too.
I did, man. So we just did a toy giveaway. You know, and the first year we did it was only 25 kids, and we did 56 this year, man. So we actually get kids for the inner city gifts for the inner city kids. We give them some stockings, give them some stuffed animals, some food. So it's just something that it's dear to my heart, man. Kids, vets, pets. Those are my top 3, man. So we'll get into that too, man. But I'm just excited about this, getting this first intro. We're probably, you know, a little rough around the edges because.
Yeah, but I want to know what the viewers say. I want to
Yeah.
know what they want us to even talk about even more.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got a list of things that we're going to talk about, but
Yeah, but it could change. You know, we just this is about, you know, give and take, and there's no script. You know,
and you're a pro bodybuilder now.
that's right, man. Yeah, 13 years.
Classic.
Classic. Let's because you know some
let's
of these,
not go too
some
far,
of these
guys, with the
people, you know,
bodybuilding.
it is classic. So 13 years. I started in bodybuilding. You know, I worked from a middleweight to a light heavy, and when classic division came out, man, that was just more my forte.
And see, I've done 5 shows.
Yeah, you've done it.
But
too.
I did it when there was no bikini,
Yeah,
there was no men's physique, there was no classic.
it was just body.
It was either bodybuilding, figure, or figure fitness, and that was it.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
it.
didn't have a choice. It was like, well, you're going up there with the big boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that was some good times.
We'll talk about
And
that.
we'll definitely. I can't wait to
Yeah,
talk about it.
talk about
I'm
the
really
competition
excited
days.
about it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different than
Yeah,
it is now.
The industry has changed big time.
Big time.
And we've seen it through.
But I like it though because it's getting better and it's getting more people involved in fitness.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Health and wellness.
You
man.
didn't have social media back then. Getting motivated. You had to look at a magazine.
Yeah.
I'd go to Kroger or
Yeah.
your local grocery store. Some of you guys probably don't even know what Kroger is, but I'd go to the local grocery stores and look at the magazines.
Oh yeah, I mean, I cut it out, man. I cut
Yeah.
it out my routine, you know, and have that done, and just, you know, do it. Whether it was like I grew up in the late '90s, man. That was where I kind of got into bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And man, nowadays you can just scroll through your phone.
Friday night, going to the grocery store and
yeah.
look at magazines.
Yeah, man. Just reading, you know, from front to back, just everything. I'm like, God, I'm gonna get big.
Yeah.
How do they? Just,
And
these
then you
guys-
see the Flex magazine workout routine.
Yeah. Oh
You're
yeah.
like, cool.
man.
Let me do that.
Yeah. I got two
It's
inches
got to
on my
work.
arms.
It's
Yeah.
got to work. Look at this guy.
We'll talk about that and supplements and all
Yeah.
about the false advertising.
And then
what
also,
works.
we'll talk about. I'm with First Form.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's a good company, man. They're blowing up.
Yeah.
So we'll talk some about them.
Yeah.
You know, get them involved a little bit here.
We're definitely gonna break the norm in the topic selection as we venture into this podcast.
And the reason why we're telling you guys this a little bit about what we do and so how it's so different, you know, because this is a lot of things that, you know, normal people, I would say, don't do.
No,
you know, and we're hoping in hopes that this will help you get out of your routine, man, and start doing the things that you really want to do. And it doesn't even have to be fitness or riding Harleys or smoking cigars or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything we've talked about so far. It could be anything, whatever you're just wanting to do.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people just think, well, it's easy for some people to do it. You know, how does it fit my lifestyle? You know, if you're single, married, kids, no kids, job 9 to 5.
Well, I think a lot of people use that as an excuse too to say, "Oh, well, you know, Mr. Drive, you're single with no kids, and you know it's easy for you." And it's like, well, it's also a choice, and you know, you could still do it. I have clients, you know, because I do online diets, just like you do online diet plans, and I have plenty of people that have kids and stuff that that are getting out of the norm right now. You know.
Well, especially the year we just ended with. I mean, people were having to look to different ways to get things done.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it's.
Use that garage for a gym.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah, you did, man.
You know what I mean?
Drive.
Why does the car need to be parked in there?
Just
Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Make that garage a gym.
All right. I agree, man.
And paint it black.
Black. All black everything.
Everything's black.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, we appreciate you listening in this first intro. Make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, Break the Norm. Follow us on Instagram at BTN_podcast for upcoming shows. And as always, stay blessed
And driven.
and always break the norm.